Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do data analysis with Noteable plugin in ChatGPT. This tool is a game changer, making data science more accessible and interactive. Believe me, if you want to do data science projects and earn money, this tool can help you. It helps with tasks like data pre-processing, data visualizations, and building machine learning models. You can sign up on any freelancing website to find data science projects and start earning. Even if you have zero knowledge of coding, you can start working with it. Let's dive into how this tool works. So let's first try to understand what is Noteable. Noteable is a platform that allows us to create and run Python notebooks. It is a fantastic tool for data analysis, machine learning, and much more. The best part, it is integrated with ChatGPT, enable us to interact with our notebooks directly through conversation. Let's get started. So first of all, we go to ChatGPT and activate Noteable plugin. If you have not installed the plugin, you can go to plugin option. So we can go to GPT-4, click on plugins, and then here I have already installed, so I can select Noteable plugin. If you have not installed it, you can scroll down, go to plugin store. Here you will see all the plugins available for ChatGPT. So these are the most popular one. So for me, Noteable is already installed. For you, you can click on new or all and you can search out for Noteable plugin. Unfortunately, there is no search bar here to search a plugin directly. So once you install the plugin, we can close this window and we can come back to GPT-4. Let's go to Noteable website and sign up. So we go to Noteable website, click sign up, and it will ask you to sign up using Google account or your email account. And at the moment, it's free of charge. So once you sign up, you will see this workspace here. So before we start using the Noteable in ChatGPT, we need to create a project here. So you can click on create, click on project and write the name of your project. Let's say I use project ChatGPT, and if you like, you can also write some description here. So we can say this project is about data analysis, and then we can click create. So you can see a ChatGPT project has been created here. Once the project is created, you can copy the link and paste it into ChatGPT and say, set my default project to this link. So we copy, go back to ChatGPT and we say, set my default project to this project. So it say, your default project has been set to project ChatGPT. All the new notebooks will be created in this project by default. Before we start, there are some rules, like we want to make a very readable and presentable notebook. Please note that I'm not experienced with data analysis, so you should explain each and everything to me. And whenever you tell me about any analysis you made from execution result, also make a markdown cell with the analysis. So these are some basic rules we can specify. Okay, so we can click enter. It will understand our requirement. So for dataset, I shall be using a real-time dataset of Titanic survival. Our goal is to create a machine learning model that predicts survival of passengers based on various features like the passenger age, location, and much more. So the question is how to load the dataset into ChatGPT using Noteable. So we have two different options. We can provide the link of the dataset. For example, if we go to data here, I want to use train.csv. So I can copy this link, go back, and I can ask the ChatGPT to access the Titanic dataset from this link. And it will access the dataset from this file. In this option, make sure the dataset is available openly. No restrictions to the access. But to access the dataset from kaggle.com, we need to create an account. So ChatGPT will not be able to access the data using this way. So I will be using the second method. So the second method is we can go back to our project ChatGPT and we can upload a CSV file. So I will click upload and upload from computer. So I have already downloaded the titanic.csv file in my computer. So I can open it and it will upload this data to ChatGPT project on Noteable website. Once it is uploaded, we can close it, go back to ChatGPT. So we can say, please use the dataset uploaded on Noteable with the path. Here you can mention the path. So we can copy path and paste it here. So it's titanic.csv, simply the name of the file. So I say load the dataset into pandas data frame. So I will click So look at that. Our dataset is loaded and ready for analysis. So if you want to see the notebook, you can click here and it will take us to notable.io. And you can see it has created a Python notebook here, uploaded the data, and also provided some information about the data. So in this data, we have different columns: passenger ID, a unique identifier for the passenger, survived, whether the passenger was survived or not, P class is a passenger class, first, second, or third, name, sex, age, sibling, spouse, parent, children, number of parents, like those passengers who also have parents and children on the ship, ticket number, fare, cabin, and embarked, port of embarkation, from which point they get onto the ship. Okay, now let's get back to ChatGPT. So before we jump into building our machine learning model, let's do some exploratory data analysis. This will help us understand our data better. So I will say, perform the exploratory data analysis of the data to get some useful insights from the data. So I will click and it will start doing exploratory data analysis on my data. And you can see how simple is that. You don't need to write any code. You just need to provide a command and it will do the analysis for you. So it says, I apologize for inconvenience. It seems there was an error while trying to execute the cell. So it's trying again. If you want to see what's going on, you can come back here and also see what this plugin is doing. So you can see it has completed the exploratory data analysis. We can go back and we can see it has created a Python notebook here. So it is starting exploratory data analysis from here. So it's a EDA is an approach to analyze data set to summarize their main characteristics, often with visual methods. So first of all, it is checking the dataframe.info. So this will provide a brief information about all the columns in the data set. Passenger ID, it says there are 400 non-null entries and it is of integer type. Similarly, for all other columns, a brief information is provided. So it's say from the above information, we can see the dataset contains 400 entries and there are 12 columns, 12 features. The features are of different types. We have features with integers, floats, and strings. Some features have missing values such as age, cabin, and embarked. So it's doing some other basic statistics. So it's a dataframe.describe. So this will describe all the columns in the dataset. So it is saying the describe function generate descriptive statistics. So the range of passenger ID is from 1 to 400. Survived. The mean is 0.39, which means that less than half of the passengers survived. Passenger class. The mean is about 2.32, suggesting that there are more passengers in the third class. Age. So average age of passengers is about 28.68 years. The youngest passenger was 0.83 years old, the child, and the oldest was 71. Similarly, the details of other features is given. Then it is trying to find unique values in each column, and it is also providing the summary of each column here. And then it starts the visualization. So you can see how easy it was. I just give one command. It has done each and everything for me. So here in this plot on x-axis, it has survived column. 0 means those people who died. 1 means those people who survived. So you can see most of the people were died on the ship and very few people survived. And then it plot the same feature survived with respect to male and female. In this plot, we can see most of the male passengers on the ship died and very few females died. And on the survived side, very few males survived and most of the females survived. And then it also plot those people who survived with respect to passenger class. So we can see a large number of people in the third class died and most of the people in the first class, they survived. And that makes sense because most of the people in the third class, they do not have life jackets and other ships to get out of the ship. Okay. And then it is showing the age distribution here. So we can see most of the people on the ship were young, around 20 to 40 years old. And then it is also showing me the plot for age distribution with respect to those who died and survived. So most of the young people between 20 to 40, they died and very few they survived. Similarly, this is the fare distribution. So the histogram above shows the fare distribution of the passengers. So we can see that the distribution is highly skewed to the right, which means that majority of passengers paid a low fare, that is, they were in third class, and very few people, they pay the high fare, that is, they were in the first class. So you can see it is doing analysis and providing all the details. And here it provides the fare distribution with respect to those people who died and survived. So it also providing the details. So the majority of the passengers who did not survive paid a lower fare, and passengers who paid a high fare had a higher survival rate. So this is the exploratory data analysis to get insights from the data. Now it has finished the exploratory data analysis and is saying, please let me know if you would like to perform any other analysis. So let's do data pre-processing. So I will say perform data pre-processing of the data to make it ready for building machine learning model, because we want to build a machine learning model to predict the survival of the passenger on the ship. So first let's do data pre-processing. So I click enter and it will start doing data pre-processing. So what is data pre-processing? Data pre-processing is about checking missing values in the data and replace those missing values with the mean, mode or median. And if there are any categorical features into data, convert them into numerical features. And sometimes we also scale our features using standard scaler or min-max scaler to bring them into a certain range. So it has started doing the data pre-processing and it will complete in a while. And remember, depending on the size of your data, it may take more or less time. If you want to see the progress, you can go back to see it started data pre-processing. So say data pre-processing is a crucial step in data mining process. So it will do handling missing values, convert categorical data to numeric, and removing unnecessary features. Means the ticket number has nothing to do with the passenger, whether he survived or not. So it will remove that feature. So if you don't understand what's going on, you can always see the details provided by Noteable. So this command it is using to find out the missing values. So you see there are 78 missing values in age column. And there are 309 missing values in cabin. Only one missing value in embarked column. So now here it is trying to handle the missing data. So for the embarked, it replaced the missing value with the mod. And for cabin, most of the values were missing, so it dropped that column. And then for age, it filled the data with the median value. And now it checked for missing values again, and there is no missing value in the data. And then it is converting the categorical features into numerical. So sex, male and female and embarked, the port from which they get onto the ship is also categorical. So using the pandas.getDummies, it is converting them into numerical features. And then it dropped these columns. The passenger ID, name and ticket number has nothing to do with the prediction. So it removed those columns. From the output, we can see that passenger ID, name, ticket column have been removed. Now the dataset only contains features that might be useful for predicting the survival. Okay, let's get back to the ChatGPT. So I say I have completed the data pre-processing of Titanic dataset. Here are the steps we took. It handled the missing values as we see from the Python notebook, convert the categorical data into numerics, and also remove unnecessary features. So it's the dataset now is ready for building a machine learning model. Please let me know if you would like to proceed with the modeling or if you have any other question. So now we want to build a machine learning model. So we can say build machine learning model on the dataset to predict the survival of passengers. We click on it and it will start building the machine learning model. And again, if you like to see the progress, how it is doing all of this one, you can always go back to Python notebook on notable.io and you can see the progress. So it says building a machine learning model. Let's say now the data is pre-processed, we can build a machine learning model. So first of all, it say I will do these steps. So you see, it is explaining each and everything it is doing to complete the analysis. Let's say we will split the data set into training and testing, which is the requirement of machine learning model. And then it will train the model and it will also evaluate the model, check the performance, how better the model is performing. So here it used the train test split using scikit-learn, split the data into training and testing. And then it said now let's train a logistic regression model on the training set. So you see, it write down the code for training logistic regression on the training data set. So the logistic regression is already trained. So according to this accuracy, the model is giving 81.2% correct performance. Let's get back to ChatGPT. So it says, we have successfully built a logistic regression model to predict the survival of passenger of Titanic. The model achieved an accuracy of approximately 81.25% on the test data. This means that model correctly predict the survival of about 81.25% of the passenger. Please note that while accuracy can give us basic idea of the model performance, it might not be best metric, especially for imbalanced dataset. Other metrics like precision, recall, and F1 score can provide more comprehensive review. Okay, that's a wrap for this video. So as you can see, the Notable plugin in ChatGPT makes data analysis and machine learning model more accessible and interactive. It's a powerful tool that can elevate your data science projects. Give it a try and let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech content. Until next time, enjoy machine learning.